Harley, a grey Morgie, lives with her owner Shamir Osman in defiance of a 34-year-old law banning cats in the government-built apartments, which house the vast majority of Singaporeans. If caught, the law threatens a fine of 4,000 Singapore dollars or close to 14,000 ringgit or worse, the pet's potential eviction. Luckily for Harley and her dad, Singapore plans to lift its apartment cat ban later this year. Authorities rarely enforce the ban, which only applies to the High-Rise Housing and Development Board HDB apartment blocks, where 80% of 3.6 million Singaporeans live and has long been flouted by countless cat lovers.
So we knew that rule existed, but that it wasn't actively enforced. We understood that, and we were being responsible owners in the sense that we made sure that the girls didn't go outside, whether to urinate or defecate on our neighbors' homes or their plants or one of those or whatever that.
Established in 1960, Singapore's HDB scheme sells government's built units directly to qualified citizens on 99-year leases. In 1989, Parliament amended the law, making it illegal to keep cats in HDBs. It's not clear what made the Singapore government change its mind, but the tipping point appears to be an official survey last year that showed 9 out of 10 respondents agreeing that cats were suitable pets to keep, including in HDB flats. The authorities are now surveying members of the public on the proposed cat management framework, which should come into place the later part of 2024. Longtime cat rescuer Chan Chawa wants penalties for irresponsible pet owners, but said there needs to be greater clarity in any new regulations.
The information that we see so far is while they will allow you to keep your existing cats, but then what happens afterwards? Because ironically, I will be in a situation where if I see a dying cat or a sick cat and I bring them in for palliative care, that act alone may actually be illegal because you exceeded the number of cats.
Lawmaker Louis Ng, who ran an animal welfare group before joining Parliament in 2015, says the plan is reflective of a joint public effort in getting the government to review the policy.
I think the overriding most important thing is that it shows the government is listening, that many and thousands have spoken up. Government has looked into this policy and is finally reviewing and making some changes. And it shows that if we all speak up, things can happen. And so I think there has to be some flexibility in our policies. Perhaps grandfathering the policy where people who are already keeping cats are allowed to do so, but subject again to making sure that the neighbours are okay with them keeping that many cats, and two, making sure that the welfare of the cats are not compromised.
Eliza, a community cat feeder who asked to give only her first name, said most cat owners are responsible. Under the new framework, HDB cat ownership would be limited to 2 per flat. It also mandates licensing and microchipping cats, as well as window meshing to prevent cats from falling from heights.
The law is good because it gives you that framework to set some boundaries in place. To the cat rescue community, when the new law kicks in, it helps to mitigate some challenges that we are already facing, like the escalating cat abandonment issues.